Game 5 Ultimate Stream map. And Pikoy adjusting properly to the build of our Terran player, JL7. If JL7 wants to get this 2k, 2,000 pesos, 2k win, he should at least tighten his defense more or adjust accordingly to how Pikoy has been playing. There's a lot of ways on how you can counter the playstyle of Pikoy, but we'll see what would happen to our Terran player. So our standing for our matchup on this best of 7 2kChamp sponsored match by nobluff. It's two first maps for JL7 and two last maps for Pikoy with a tally of 2-2. We're just waiting for we're giving our players a bit of a break so that they can recuperate and think. We'll find out if our Terran player would be able to adjust his playstyle against his opponent. Now, restroom break, guys. Hydration check, restroom check, and get some snacks because we are entering the last 3 map of the day. We'll be playing Ultimate Stream, another map not from the ladder. So, I am unfamiliar with it. So we will see. So let's dive right into the action. To the loading screen. What is happening? Why is my screen black? Oh, no, because it's no cam shoutcast. There you go. I picked the wrong scene, guys. I'm so sorry, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimate Stream 1.0 free for all. Pikoy versus JL7. It's about to start, guys. Chat your picks. Who's gonna win in this best of 7? Spawning in the northeast position as the Green Terran. Being stuck with a tie. Give it up for JL7. And doing a comeback to make it into a series. Will he make it a 3 or 4 3 or 4 sweep reverse? We'll find out. The Blue Protoss on our northwest position, Pikoy. So, I think JL7 here is unfamiliar. I mean, like me, even though I play Terran, I stubbornly play Marine Medic against Terran, Protoss rather, which is unfamiliar, and usually it doesn't end as good as what people are hoping for. But we will see. We will see. 2 high ground set up. Oh no, single base, 1 high ground set up for JL7. So he has searched for the nearest high ground ramp that he can get. In the old days of StarCraft, Terrans don't usually wall up their bases because it's a new game. No one, everyone's still learning. They don't know what is the optimal builds there. And apparently Zergs, Terrans and Zergs, not really. Terrans and Protoss usually die immediately against Zergs. So they learned how to utilize their buildings to negate at least or soak a bit of damage from their opponents. Now the meta has evolved that all players playing StarCraft is quite familiar with the wall-in, as we call this. This is a wall-in maneuver being created by JL7. But the thing is, JL7 isn't using a perfect wall or a tight wall. So Pikoy still has a chance to mow down and run through the area. And this is a big wall, mind you. It's a very big wall, which means a lot of units can go here and attack immediately. Compared to small choke points. Let's see some small choke points. Is there small choke points in this map? Well, this is a bit smaller, but it's quite same. Let's see a choke point. The choke point. I think this map has too little. They have big areas, which is very good for the Protoss player. The Terran has to have extra, look at this, extra measures so that his choke point wouldn't be easily broken down by the Terran player. Adding another supply depot here, placing a bunker in the middle, walling himself to 2 base is a good idea. Pikoy just roaming around, and the Marine already popping out for our Protoss. Pikoy immediately responding with a pull, but it wasn't necessary. Just 2 or 3 probes would have been enough to kill that Marine. So a bit of lost mining time for our Protoss player. Other than that, Pikoy should be producing a unit now, but I don't see. Okay, there it is, the first Dragoon. Now, this Dragoon would be more than enough to push. Oh, to push this away, but he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. Now he sees it. Now, as you can see, there is 3 racks. Now, this is a bit of a change for our Terran player, and immediately forcing the fight to the front of our Protoss, our blue Protoss here. But apparently, Dragoons are very chunky units. Though they are clunky, they can easily mow down small clumps of Marines in with proper micro. But as we can see here, JL7 is returning the favor to the Terran, to the Protoss who loves Gateway. If you can Gateway, I can mass barracks too. And he's just waiting. He is waiting for the trap. And he will jump onto the Dragoon. And this Dragoon is caught with his pants down, immediately being gunned down. Marines at the high ground. JL7 with a commanding lead. And the Marines are here with the medic for the support healing. JL7 should respect this. He should not add gateways but produce more units. JL7 is poised to finish this game quick, early, swift, and decisive. But will Pikoy have enough? Will he be able to defend this upcoming push? JL7 marching forward. He smells blood in the water. But there are 4 Dragoons. I think this is a match. Will this be a fight? I think Pikoy has an advantage here. He has a defender's advantage. Will JL7 push the issue? No, he won't. But he will face back again and fire on one of those Dragoons. Dragoons falling into the yellow. Now the Marines are fighting the Dragoons. Medics should be trying to heal the Marines, but to no avail. They're just walking with the Marines, but now 2 Dragoons left for Pikoy. Is the reinforcement coming? Oh no, Pikoy missed micro with another Dragoon. I think the lag is coming out. Protoss Dragoon being wiped out to the surface of the earth. Marines pushing forward, killing the Protoss Forge and focusing the Cybernetics core. We are seeing 2 more Dragoons popping out, 3 Dragoons popping out, and the probes are being pulled. JL7 is on the verge of victory, but Pikoy, can he hold it? Yes, he will hold at the moment. Marines being deleted by these Dragoons, but the Dragoons are not high in numbers. They need to be microed. Pikoy, what are you doing? You're not microing your Dragoon properly. The Marines are being healed one at a time by this lonely medic. More Dragoons popping out. Once it pops out, it is immediately destroyed. Another Dragoon is being focus fired. Another one is falling down. Pikoy is at the verge of being defeated. JL7 adjusting his setup quite well and destroying another pylon, putting Pikoy at a 25 side count. Gateways are the next target for our Terran player, and he will not give any chance for a breathing room. There is no breather for our blue Protoss. Could it be that because he changed color, that's why he lost? There are so much marine shrapnels being sent out. It is done. It is done, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting for the GG from Pikoy. While we see Pinoy has entered custom game. I didn't know our ex-president is playing StarCraft. More Marines and medics flowing. Pikoy is dumbstruck. Pikoy is dumbstruck that JL7 would use the same strategy that he's been using for 2 games straight now. And as I've called it, GG Hehe is called. Pikoy would be reverted to the call this, not really the losers match. He will be dropped, not dropped from the game. How can I say this? He would be dropped to the underdog status once again. JL7 biting back fiercely with that 3 racks marine medic push that Pikoy didn't see coming. With the positioning of the map in Ultimate Stream, JL7 had all the advantage, even positioning his barracks at the front lines. He even placed itself near the choke point so that he can easily reinforce and push forward with his marines at the fray. Now, it was a bad spawn point for our Protoss player. If that would have been a vertical spawn or a cross spawn at that, I think Pikoy would have had a better chance at holding that fight. But as we can see, it is not the case.